Having a plan is key to being financially successful in 2019 and beyond. When creating a budget and paying down debt, be honest with yourself and your financial situation. That's just one tip from Northwestern Mutual. Joining us now is Emmett Dupas. So thank you so much for joining us and coming in on Great Day this morning and helping us with our finances. My goodness.
Thank you for having me today. We all need help.
Right.
It's the beginning of the year. Resolutions are about. Everyone's got the fitness resolution, and everybody starts off at the gym, and it's packed at 5 a.m. to 8 o'clock at night, and then somewhere along the way, king cake shows up.
And then it's all over.
And then it's all over.
True.
So when we get to the financial part, we all have great intentions, and at some point in time during the year, festivals come about, things change, and then those taper off, just as our fitness goals do.
Right, but they shouldn't.
They should not, absolutely.
Okay.
So part of that is having a plan in place. And so first and foremost, I think we have to be honest with ourselves.
Right.
What are our income? What is our income? What are our debt obligations? What are our spending habits? And actually putting that to paper so that we can actually have a realization, a real discussion with ourselves of, am I on track? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to accomplish?
Sure. And my father's always helped me out with this. So, in college especially, I just remember we literally did what you said, put it on paper and said, okay, how much are you paying for groceries? How much are you paying for clothes and those like miscellaneous fun items? And then, how much are we paying for books and this kind of thing? And to actually see it visually, I think really helps.
It absolutely does. So I've had a business coach years ago, and he always told me that if, goals, if they're written, they're real.
Right.
And so having written goals or having a budget in place where you can go back and you could modify it, re-examine it every once in a while to see if I'm on track or not, kind of staying within your own guardrails in regards to your financial plan, and having a plan is extremely important to your own financial success. Being honest with yourself, not lying to yourself.
Right.
Taking a look at your debt situation, actually opening your eyes to see how much your mortgage you have left, how much college student loans that you have left, how much credit card debt.
Right.
We've just gotten through the holidays, and so people like to swipe that card. And so those are some things that damage you further down the line.
And then talk to us about emergency funds. Now, the right amount varies person to person, right?
Yeah, I would say that generally when you're dealing with a financial professional, they'll tell you somewhere between 3 to 6 months is really kind of the benchmark of having that financial nest egg for we call life's what ifs.
Right.
And so, but for each person, that's going to be different. And so some people may need 6 to 12 months. So having a process in place to where you can kind of take a look at, but first you have to go through your budget.
Right.
You have to understand what that 3 to 6 month number is before you can actually come down the line and say, okay, what do I need to do and how do I create a plan to get there?
Sure.
And it's not an immediate situation. You could set those goals for the entire year. It could be a 2-year goal, but somewhere down the line that you're more financially fit and in a better financial position for yourself and your family.
Definitely. And I have to just say, so ladies, emergency fund doesn't mean, hey, that's a cute Chanel bag, I think I'll dip into my emergency fund, right?
I think the Louis store opens up next month, so we're not referring to that, right?
Right, that's not what we're talking about. Okay, so how can you balance saving with paying down debt? Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, I think that's a challenge. Sometimes people take a look at the savings and they want to have that nest egg immediately, but I think what you have to look at is, how much am I paying in credit card interest rates?
Right, that's huge.
Having money earning 1 to 1.5% in your savings account versus paying a credit card rate of 16 to 17%,
right.
is a negative for you. And so sometimes taking a look at that and pairing it up. But sometimes people will say, well, I'm not going to contribute to my 401k or my simple IRA. I'm going to try and pay off the debt, when your retirement plan has a match. And so you don't want to give up that free money in the company match by doing that. So there's got to become a balance. And so sometimes, I like to say we live in a financial illiterate society. And what I mean by that is people understand that the 15th money magically shows up, and by the 30th it's gone, and then on the 30th it magically shows up again, and then it's gone by the 15th,
again,
right? And so it's having a financial plan or working with a financial professional that you can help understand where's all the money going, because at the end of the year you look at your tax statement and you say, where did it all go?
Right. So let's talk about credit cards a little bit more. So we obviously know there's this interest rate that's looming every month, and it stays there until you pay it off. So is it smart to kind of transfer one balance? We always get all this mail, this kind of like junk mail from the credit card companies saying 0% interest for the first 12 or 36 months or however it works. Is that smart to transfer that balance or no?
I think so, but just understand too, it's not making the problem go away.
Right.
It's not paying down the debt. It's just prolonging it. You're just simply juggling from one to another. And so, yes, while if you can get a lower rate, that's very important. But at the end of the day, having no credit card debt is probably the most important part.
Right. This is true. Okay. Anything else that you wanted to add, or you'd like people to know?
I always like to say to people out there, when you're trying to look at your financial goals, I think the future you, the you 20 years from now, the you 10 years from now, the you 5 years from now, would appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to go through those, set some goals, and create your own balance sheet.
Sure.
So that the you 20 years from now would appreciate you taking the time to do it today.
Yeah, definitely. That
Yeah.
definitely makes sense.
Absolutely.
All right. And so, and if people have any questions, I mean, they can always come to you and ask, right? I mean,
That's
don't be
correct.
intimidated, I
That's
guess we were
correct.
telling
No,
people.
you work with a number of financial professionals. Emmett Dupas, Northwestern Mutual. We can actually sit down with people, create financial plans.
And you've seen it all, right? So if I'm just embarrassed and I'm like, oh my God, I just
We've
don't know
seen,
where to begin. Yeah.
I've been in the business for 28 years now, 28 years.
Okay.
So yes, I've seen it all.
Okay, so you can help. All right.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Would be a
Well, thank you,
pleasure.
Emmett. We appreciate it. So you can visit Emmett online at emmettdupas3rd.com or give him a call or visit him in person at 111 Veterans Memorial Boulevard, Suite 940 in Metairie. Well, there's much more to come on Great Day after the break, so stick with us. We'll be back.